If you can't tell by my demeanor, I'm genuinely happy today. I just saved 15% of my car insurance. Simply by only having 85% of the bill in my checking account. I don't think I have car insurance. Could I borrow some? You got me? They're like, not today. I get Detroit comics coming up to me like, hey Jay, you're tall, and you're black, and you wear glasses. And I say, shh, I don't want the rest of Michigan to find out. But then they ask me like, hey, do you have poor eyesight? And I tell them no. I have near perfect vision. I only wear these glasses so that I can throw off the parties that be into thinking I'm one of the good ones. Just the other day, I got out of a speeding ticket. I was talking to the officer with my hands and everything. Didn't even get shot once. Thank you. Because now that I think about it, like when was the last time you seen like an article or a news story about a police officer like tackling a guy in a wheelchair? Never. Just think of these as little wheelchairs on my face. It's a spectacle. People don't go out with more spectacles. If you can't tell by my uniform, I've dated a white girl or two. Laugh a little too hard. The love of my life was Jewish. And I would, No, I'm kidding. Like someone's like, no. But I wasn't just dating her for the discounts. I was dating her because she was brutal. All we did was just like argue, and we would just talk about each other every single day. You could not offend this woman. Racial slurs, stereotypes, didn't matter. Couldn't offend this woman. She was brutal. It was great. One day she was like, you're only dating me because you have bagel fever. Bagel fever made it out west, okay? The other day we were having a debate about the economic ceiling. I was saying she had it worse being a Jewish female. She said I had it worse because I'm a black dude that dresses like this. She had a point. But I was feeling extra silly. I was like, hey babe, I have an idea about how I could break out of this glass ceiling. I took a step closer to her. I reached toward her face, and I got your nose. I got your nose. She looks me directly in my eyes and says, that's not funny. Give it back. I can feel my credit score going up though. Right here, credit score button. I like to travel. I like to travel. Anybody else like to travel?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just clap for traveling. Let's see if I can. I feel like I got some trust. Let's see if I can ruin it. I'm not originally from Michigan. Don't worry. I'm not going to say anything awful like I'm from Ohio. I'm from Cleveland. Okay, cool. I was also in the military. I'm not trying to get that cheap applause from that, but every once once in a while, I'm just in like a shower of that. I go into Walmart, grab the mic. Hi everyone, I was in the military. They don't care. But I was stationed in upstate New York, and driving to Cleveland, you get to go through the entire state of New York, and the state of New York is beautiful. It has nothing on Michigan, but the entire state of New York is beautiful. And I thought all of New York was like, hey, I'm walking over here. It isn't. The closer you get to that Ohio border, you know, gas stations get few and far in between. It looks like something out of Mad Max. Crack your window a little bit, you slightly hear banjos. And when you're on those long drives, you gotta make some decisions. Like when you have to pee, you have to roll the dice. Like, do you have waterproof seats? That's about it, you know? Because it's dangerous out there, but I rolled the dice. I was like, you know what? I'm a man, I can handle this. I go up into a gas station, and like, I don't, like as I park the car, I don't have like I'm a man. I don't have like a pee-pee dance, you know? But I call it, I gotta show you what it is. I call it the OJ shuffle. It's kind of, don't you laugh at me? I get away with murder with it. But listen, that was cheap. Didn't know it was so sore. No, what I mean is, when I made my way into this gas station, I was like, Miss, where's your restroom? She said something to the effect of, I don't speak West Virginian, so I just followed her hand. Okay, I get to the bathroom. Luckily nobody's eating. Like, men can all attest to this. You know, when you've been like holding one, you finally get there, and it's like you relieve, and it's like euphoric, your eyes rolling back of your head, you're in Narnia for, you know? You know what I mean? You're not even in Earth anymore. Now, as I start coming back to Earth, I'm opening my eyes and I'm surveying this restroom. It was disgusting. Everywhere. Porcelain had all these yellow stains. It was brown. It was disgusting. And then I saw it over the sink, over the urinals, over the door to the stall. There was a sign, and the sign said, do not drink water. Water is unpotable. Who was their target audience? Jimbo and Jethro were famished one day, started lapping it up from the toilet, get a tummy ache, die. They hold a town hall meeting. We gotta do something about it. I know, put up a sign. Could they even read it? I knew once I saw that sign, I had to make a decision, and I decided to do the right thing. After I was done urinating, I went up to those signs and I snatched them down and I installed sippy straws. Sometimes God needs a little help. I got you, G. I got you. Speaking of the hills have eyes, I did a comedy show in Frasier. I'm so glad. Because I was going to say, like, anyone here from Frasier? And then I would have apologized for being from Frasier. Like, Frasier reminds me of a place. Just imagine, like, a person that lives on a boat. But that boat is a canoe. Like Frasier reminds me of the movie Get Out, but just a little more inbreeding. Like as I drove into Frasier, I could already hear records going right as I put the vehicle in park. Kind of like, no. But here's the rest of it. Here's where the joke started early. The headliner of the show, it was a magician. No big deal, right? I'm just pouring my soul out, writing jokes, and the person that's closing out the show is like, oh, ta-da, where'd it go? No one else? It was hurting my heart, I'll tell you that right now. Because they were laughing at my jokes. But this magician, oohs, ahs. People were going crazy. One person did a cartwheel. But this is how he closed the show. And for my next trick, I'm gonna make racism disappear. This magician pulled out a magic wand, went in the air 3 times, and then walked off the stage. Frazier is going wild. That person that did a cartwheel did some Mary Lou Retton and like flip back to a double handspring, was like, Dominique Dawes. It was pandemonium. And in my head, I go, did this magician just end on a joke? Like, one of 2 things had to have happened. Like, Frazier was like, oh wow, that's pretty clever, sarcasm. I really enjoy that. Clap, 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 clap. Or number 2, Frazier, Michigan thought he really did eliminate racism. Like, as I'm standing there doing like the awkward golf clap, people started doing like this turn in my direction, you know? Like, for my white people in here, it's like that Soundgarden video, Black Hole Sun, you know, just. And for the no black people that are in here, it's like when you were a youth and you go into a department store, just with like cheer and not suspicion. I got dark. I had a guy come up to me at the end of that show. He was like, hey son, you had a great set. Would you like a beer? He had this long beard, huge belly. I was like, no, you know, I'm not waking up in somebody's basement. Like, everybody was like coming to talk to me at the end of the show. Like, I didn't know if I was like, you know, the nominee for the next mayor or on auction. Like, I didn't, I was like tugging on my ear, he's strong. I'm ridiculous. We got any other veterans in here? Cowards. What about you two? Retired? If you don't know anything about the military, I'll just give you like a quick crash. I was hoping there were some veterans. I really want to, you know, get into it. You know, there's a hierarchy with the military. You know, it goes like Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, dumbest to smartest. Somebody has someone. You got like a relative in the Army. That is it in a nutshell, because you're the one that I wanted to talk about. So like, I'm dead serious. Any veterans in here? Honey, say something. Stop touching me. we joke the Air Force all the time, because really, but like, I can talk about the Air Force. I was in the Navy for 6 and I did like 8 in the Army Reserve because I was extra like ridiculous. Thank you so much. I was thinking about, you know, going for the all 4, you know what I mean? But I was like, not crazy enough to be a Marine. And I already have a reclining chair at home. I don't need to be in the Air Force. I love the Air Force. The Air Force is really the smartest way to go. Are you kidding? On their bases, they have like golf courses and like massage chairs. All right, I want to stop. But thank you for your service, no matter how easy it was. All right, I'm glad you're here, dead serious, because I've been trying to figure this out. You know, like every service has like the little nickname Marines, you know, and it's kind of simple too. It's like if you're getting in trouble, Marine, what are you doing? You know, like go get that something, you know, or they call them like puke or grunt. They all have like those nicknames, but it's Army. What? It's pretty simple with Army, battle buddy. You know, you can't forget that one. Like, don't go anywhere without your battle buddy. Hey, I'm going to Kroger. Do you need anything? Yeah, I need you to not forget your battle buddy. You know, like that. It gets kind of lazy when you're in the Navy. They call them shipmates. Where's the creativity? You're done. You know, and it's always passive aggressive too. Like shipmate, your belt. What's the shipmate? Did you drop something? Like get off my back. You know what I'm saying? Never a term of endearment. But what do they call it in the Air Force? Like air lover? What do you guys call it? Didn't have one. That's it. They were just like, Frank, you going into work tomorrow? That right? Called everybody by their first name. Oh, I picked the wrong branch. Can you hear it? All right. Just a little bit. Someone said almost. All right. I'm gonna leave you with a quick Navy story. Man, this is gonna be tough. There's a little bit of PTSD on this one. The Navy had some dirty, and I mean dirty people. We go out to sea for like 6 months. You had to appreciate the little things. I was mentally strong, so I knew how to appreciate stuff. I had my ritual. I would just kick my feet up, relax, watch a little bit of TV, and eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I was a simple man. But these guys, they come down in the berthing. You're wearing like this mechanic suit and you're just hot and sweaty and disgusting. And there's this guy, everyone's seen him. You know, everyone knows a dirty dude. You know, the person that like picks, and everyone knows a dirty dude. Either you have a coworker that's a dirty dude, you have a family member that's a dirty dude. If you don't know a dirty dude, you might be a dirty dude. Like that's as simple as it gets. So he comes down and he's one of those like, always scratching something. But right here, that was my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I said to him, I was like, excuse me, sir, could you please back away from my peanut butter and jelly sandwich? He goes, what, this sandwich? Is he taunting me? Like, was I not 6'6" and black back then? Like, so, clear my throat, I channel my inner DMX, and I'm like, hey, yo, back away from my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And he's like, gets a step closer. What, this one right here? I'm already starting to shake because I can't intimidate him. Like it turned, the Navy rules turned me into, a coward, a jellyfish? I don't know what it was, but my sandwich was in danger. So I had one more level to go. You know, I was like, DMX didn't work. So I had to get like Medea crazy. I don't know. I can't think of what it is right now. It's on the spot. I was like, he already put a fingerprint right on the top of my sandwich. Don't mess with another man's food. That's where I was, because I couldn't just like top his head off or whatever. I would get in trouble. So I was shaking. But I reverted back to my training. I was taught this as a young boy. I know how to get rid of those situations. Make them, anyone that's in the self-defense, take notes right now. I was like, okay, I calmed down. I closed like the distance between them. I get real close. I'm right up on him. The air he's breathing is the air I'm breathing. And then I do it. Everyone watching, get real close. And then right on the tip of his nose, kiss him right there. It's a wrap. You know that anger where I was all, it came out of me, went into the ground, percolated its way up to him as he's flailing, trying to get his nose unkissed. Bruh, it's a wrap. Your nose has been kissed, you know? Two things happen immediately, you know? All that frustration, all goes to him. And the second thing that happens, he owes me 2 wishes. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. I'm Jay Hunter. Give it up for Aaron, everybody.